Today I'm going to present a topic on Agile methodologies, specifically focusing on extreme programming, Scrum, DSDM, Crystal, and feature-driven development. Agile is a modern approach used in software development that helps teams work more efficiently and adapt to changes easily. Unlike traditional methods, Agile focuses on teamwork, flexibility, and delivering software in small parts instead of waiting until very end. In this presentation, I will explain what Agile is, why it is important, and how these different methodologies work in real-world software development. Okay, now let us understand what Agile methodology actually means. So, Agile is a way of developing software step by step instead of building the entire system at once. In traditional methods, everything is planned in the beginning, but in Agile, the work is divided into small parts called iteration or sprints. So after each iteration, a small but working part of the software is delivered. This helps the team check whether the project is I mean, going in the right direction. Agile mainly focuses on three important things: customer feedback, continuous improvement, and teamwork. The customer is involved throughout the process, so changes can be made easily whenever required. So, this approach is based on the Agile Manifesto, which was introduced in 2001, which emphasizes people, working software, and flexibility instead of strict rules and heavy documentation. Now, let's look at why Agile is important in software development. In real world projects, requirements often change during development. Traditional methods find it difficult to handle these changes, but Agile is designed to adapt quickly. Another major advantage of Agile is early error detection. Since working software is delivered frequently, problems can be identified and fixed at an early stage instead of at the end. Then, Agile also allows faster delivery of useful features. Instead of waiting for the entire project to be completed, customers can start using important parts of the software early. Another important benefit is better communication. Agile encourages regular interaction between developers and customers, which reduces misunderstanding and improves the overall quality of the product. Because of all these reasons, Agile reduces project risk and increases the chances of success. Now let's look at the different Agile methodologies. Agile is not a single method, it is a collection of different approaches and each one focuses on a different aspect of software development. First, we have extreme programming or XP, which mainly focuses on improving code quality through strong technical practices. Next is Scrum, which is the most widely used framework. It focuses on managing teamwork and organizing work into small cycles called sprints. Then we have DSDM, which stands for Dynamic Systems Development Method. This approach focuses on the complete project lifecycle and ensures that business needs are met. Crystal is another agile methodology that focuses more on people, communication, and flexibility rather than strict rules. Finally, feature driven development or FDD focuses on building software feature by feature in a structured way. So, even though all these methods follow agile principles, they are used in different situations depending on the project and team needs. Now, let's discuss extreme programming, also known as XP. XP is an agile methodology that focuses mainly on improving software quality and handling changing requirements effectively. It uses a set of strong technical practices to achieve this. One important practice is pair programming, where two developers work together on the same code. This helps in reducing errors and improving code quality. Another key practice is test driven development or TDD. In this approach, developers write tests before writing the actual code, which ensures that the code works correctly from the beginning. XP also uses continuous integration, where code is tested and updated regularly. This helps in finding and fixing problems early. Additionally, XP promotes small and frequent releases so that the customers can give feedback regularly. So, overall, XP requires close communication with the customer and works best for small to medium sized teams where requirements change frequently. Now, let's move on to Scrum, which is the most widely used Agile framework. Scrum organizes work into small time periods called sprints, usually lasting about 2 to 4 weeks. At the end of each sprint, a working part of the product is delivered. Now, Scrum defines three important roles. The product owner is responsible for deciding what features should be built and prioritizing them. The Scrum Master ensures that the process runs smoothly and helps remove any obstacles. The development team works together. The development team works together to build the product. There are also several key activities in Scrum. Sprint planning is where the team decides what work will be done in the sprint. The daily stand up is a short meeting where team members share progress and issues. At the end of the sprint, a sprint review is conducted to show the completed work to stakeholders. Finally, a retrospective meeting is held to discuss what went well and what can be improved. So, overall, Scrum is simple, flexible, and helps teams stay organized while delivering software continuously. Now, let's look at DSDM, which stands for Dynamic Systems Development Method. DSDM is more structured agile approach that covers the entire project lifecycle from planning to delivery. Its main goal is to deliver useful software that provides real business value as quickly as possible. One important feature of DSDM is active user involvement. This means users are involved throughout the development process to ensure that the final product meets their needs. Another key concept is frequent delivery, where working software is delivered regularly so that feedback can be collected early. DSDM also uses time boxing, which means tasks are completed within fixed time limits. This helps keep the project on schedule. It also follows Moscow prioritization, where requirements are divided into must have, should have, could have, and won't have. This helps team focus on the most important features first. Because of its structured nature, DSDM is especially suitable for large and complex projects where proper planning and controls are needed. Now let's discuss the Crystal methodology. Crystal is a flexible and people-focused agile approach. Unlike other methods, it does not follow strict rules or fixed processes. Instead, it adapts based on the size of the team and the complexity of the project. There are different versions of Crystal, such as Crystal Clear for small teams and Crystal Orange for larger teams. Each version is designed to suit different project needs. The main focus of Crystal is communication. It encourages team members to interact frequently and share knowledge with each other. This helps in reducing misunderstanding and improving overall productivity. Crystal also emphasizes simplicity. Teams are encouraged to use only the processes and tools that are really necessary instead of following complicated procedures. Because of this flexibility, Crystal works best in environments where team members are experienced and can communicate effectively. Now let's move on to feature-driven development, also known as FDD. FDD is an agile methodology that focuses on developing software feature by feature. A feature here means a small client-valued function of the system, such as specific task or operation. It follows more structured approach compared to other agile methods. First, an overall model of the system is developed to understand how everything will work. Then a complete list of features is created. After that, the development process is planned based on these features. Each feature is then designed and built separately. This is a step-by-step approach makes the development process organized and easy to manage. One advantage of FDD is that progress can be easily tracked by checking features are completed. This makes it suitable for large projects where clear structure and monitoring are important. However, it requires a good understanding of the system and domain from the beginning. So it works best when requirements are fairly clear. So finally, let's conclude the topic. Agile methodologies have greatly improved the way software is developed by making the process more flexible, faster, and more efficient. Instead of following strict plans, Agile allows teams to adapt to changes and continuously improve their work. Each Agile method has its own strength. Extreme programming focuses on strong coding practices and software quality. Scrum helps in managing teamwork and organizing work effectively. DSDM provides a complete structure for handling large projects. Crystal focuses on communication and flexibility, while FDD offers a more structured and feature-based approach. There is no single best method for all projects. The choice of methodology depends on factors like project size, team experience, and how clear the requirements are. In real-world development, teams often combine ideas from multiple agile methods to get the best results. So that's it. Thank you.